My story began in the midst of my personal crisis, when I was lifted on my feet again by becoming aware that God's unconditional love embraces me and embraces all other and embraces also all of creation. This led to the fundamental and fundaments for my future peace work, some 15 years after that, and for my deep commitment for nonviolence. The violence disintegration of ex-Yugoslavia and particularly the war in Croatia came for us ordinary people unexpectedly and spread like a wildfire. It seemed as if there was no alternative except either us, either them. But this logic of total war actually alerted me, and I just stick to my will to love enemy as in the same way as Jesus would be. This choice actually became my Passover. With it, I stepped out from the logic of violence, and it was if I could breathe again. And very soon, I became ready to explore how I can contribute to build peace. I met people from my own community and from all over the world with the same commitment. In great majority were women. Together with peace organizations from Croatia and from Serbia, we opened lines of communication and started a dialogue. It was a step into unknown and against political will on both sides, and not easy at all. An example: after 5 years of war and separation, we wanted to support Croatian and Serbian women from one small village to meet again. Despite of fear and resentments, these women decided to cross the line of division and try to live again. When we approached them and asked them what could help you in this first meeting, Croatian women said they could not even imagine how they would react hearing Serbian language spoken again. So we just sit down and we read from one Serbian book until they felt more at ease. The Serbian women, they said they could not speak at all because of fear. So we just sit with them and talked to break the ice. They met, they started to talk to one another. They visited their small village together for the first time. So what I have learned from these women is that undermining violence is about transforming contempt and fear to empathy and solidarity. It is about taking the risk to come close enough to suffering or to differences which scare us. Today, 20 years after the war, I encounter even deepening division, ideological radicalization, and growing exclusiveness in our society. Reconciliation is still the dream of just a few of you. In Croatia, I don't see that it is in the heart of my church, and it pains my heart. For my life experience so far, I learned following. Firstly, working for peace should not be postponed, put on hold during the war. On the contrary, it is necessary and it is possible to work for peace during the war. Secondly, it does not finish with the end of the war. In fact, it becomes more complex, more political, and as many women knows, it can also become dangerous. But most important, building peace always relies on love, courage, creativity, and wisdom. A great potential which transforming powers, which is in all of us, and connect us, and fulfills us with joy. And that is what we are come here today to celebrate, building peace together. Thank you.